This is MC Tone from the 757 Spin Number the Truth. Back to y'all with another video, man. And today it's the Oakland Raiders. I just had to say it like that, man. The Oakland Raiders, what a historical franchise, man. Haven't had much success over recent years. Last successful year y'all had was under Jack Del Rio. Haven't made a playoff since. Have a lot of talent on this team, man. And I think John Gruden deserves a little bit of praise to me. We all laughed at him, especially with the Khalil Mack trade and Mike Mayock and them. And, you know, you don't really... Sometimes you got to trade a talent like Khalil Mack, a Hall of Fame talent. Like, let's look back in history. Look at the Herschel Walker trade. We all laughed. Well, I wasn't old enough to remember. I'm going to be honest with you. But everybody thought the Cowboys were crazy to trade a talent like a Herschel Walker. But Jimmy and Johnson and them, they knew the team needed more pieces, and at the end of the day, look what it got them. It got them those 3 Super Bowl rings. So at the end of the day, we gotta give faith into what John Gruden is doing, man. Let's not pretend John Gruden's a fool. He is a Super Bowl winning coach. I know it's been years. He won that Super Bowl in Tampa Bay over 15 years ago. But at the end of the day, we do gotta put a little bit of respect on his name for the Oakland Raiders. And the only reason why I say that voice, man, is for John Facenda. I can't do it as good as him because he's such an iconic voice. And every time I think of the Oakland Raiders, I think about him and what he does to that silver and black and how he mentioned them in that film, man. You know what I mean? If anybody wants to check it out, they should, man. Because John Facenda, man, he's a legend in NFL films and for NFL voice. And everybody, I think, even me as a young podcaster and looks up to him, man. He's such an iconic voice and what he did to grow that NFL game and bring a story alive. So shout out to him. Let me get on for the Las Vegas Raiders, coached by John Gruden, man. I think John Gruden, to me, like I said, he's a Super Bowl winning coach. I know he's been out of the league for long, but hey, man, this team was missing a lot of pieces, and you got a player like Khalil Mack, and they got a great deal for him, man. And they've rebuilt that team. It probably cost them probably a franchise, a Hall of Fame franchise player type player. But like I said, sometimes it be like that, man. Especially when you're missing a lot of key pieces, man. It was time to rebuild, build a new culture. And at the end of the day, the Raiders, the first year of John Gruden, it was rebuild, retool. Second year, let's learn. Keep on rebuilding. Let's see who can still build with us. Third year, now y'all can contend, man. And look what y'all got now. Y'all have a potential to make I don't want to say make the Super Bowl just yet, but y'all do have a potential to make a good playoff run. So with draft picks, I think the number one pick was wide receiver Henry Ruggs, which was a little shocking for a lot of people. But hey, the Oakland Raiders have always been about speed, man. Al Davis, the late Al Davis, man, you know he loved having a speed guy. Henry Ruggs, he's been doing good in camp. I heard a lot of good raves about Henry Ruggs, nothing but positivity. That new receiving core with Tyrell Williams and him are definitely going to make a lot of noise, man. And I think you should be excited for Henry Ruggs, man. He's definitely explosive. Ran a 4.27 at the 40. Has a press speed, good catch. He's very athletic, man, in terms of catching the ball and in terms of his hops, man. If you ever seen him play basketball, number 2 pick, another first round pick was Damien Arnett. But like I said, I've heard a lot of noise about Damon Arnett, man. And like I said, man, he might shock a lot of people. He's competing now. He's starting to compete for that spot between Trayvon Mullen for that second cornerback position. And hey, man, he's seen a lot of action, man. You know what I mean? He comes out of Ohio State, man. He's seen a lot of action besides him and the other cornerback who was drafted number 3 to the Detroit Lions, Jeffrey Okudah. But he's definitely going to make some noise and splashes. I think these rookies are going to definitely make some noise, man, for the Oakland Raiders. Some Brian Edwards, man. Like I said, you're hearing a lot of positivity out the Oakland Raiders camps about these two guys, and you're gonna start seeing that there's still a draft, man. Brian Edwards is 6'3". He could play in the slot. He's a red zone threat. So just watch out for him, man. For the second pick I had was Lynn Bowen to me, which was shocking a lot of people. But he adds a lot of versatility, and he adds a lot of versatility in terms of he played wide receiver, he's played running back, he's played quarterback. So you're gonna see probably a little bit of him in packages, especially maybe even the Wildcat, and at running back, and just move him around the field to see what he can really do. He's really an athlete. Your fourth round pick with Tanner Muse, man, out of Clemson, man. He's very versatile. He can play safety, linebacker. He's probably going to be playing more in the box. Guard John Simpson at depth at the guard position. Cornerback Amik Robertson. He's 5'8", 187 pounds, but he's backing up LaMarcus Joyner, and he's very physical. And that's it for the Oakland Raiders, man. I think I'm happy what they've done, man. They rebuild, retooled. They filled a lot of holes that they did have. Some key signings. I do like the Demarius Randall. I think he has like over 14 interceptions, two pair of pick sixes. He didn't have any interceptions, I think, last year, but he's definitely still an experienced safety, and he does bring depth, especially now that y'all lost I think not Jonathan Abrams, what's his name? Carl Joseph. Yes, Carl Joseph in the free agency. So I think Demarius Randall, I think is a key. I think he's a good key free agent signing, man. I think he's a little bit better than Carl Joseph to me, especially in the coverage wise. Nelson Aguilar, wide receiver. I think he has depth at the wide receiver position. The only problem I have with Nelson Aguilar, his drop rate is terrible to me. He doesn't track the ball well, but he's shown flashes throughout his career that he can prove himself as a good wide receiver. I just think it's consistency with Nelson Aguilar. Carl Nassib brings depth to the defensive end. You're going to start seeing a lot of Cowboys with Jeff Heath, man, because Rob Melinelli went to the Cowboys. Jeff Heath, I think at the safety position, I think is definitely going to improve or add depth to it. Malik Collins, to me, is definitely an underrated signing. I liked him with the Cowboys. He hasn't been injured. I think he's only missed 3 games. He's going to be starting. He definitely has a productivity. 14 and a half sacks, can play both defensive tackle positions. Great pickup. You got veteran Jason Witten, who can help you with spot tight ends. He's slow. He's even slower than what he previously was. But I still think somehow Jason Witten, to me, can always get open. I don't know how a guy had with that speed, but he can find the holes in his zone, man, and give you some key possessions, catches, man. And you got Corey Littleton, who led the Rams in tackling, man, and he does a great job in coverage. I think he makes plays. He's a playmaker. I think sometimes even though he led the league, led the team in tackles, I think he just struggles against the run sometimes because he's not really a big linebacker, but he definitely does a good job in passing. And I think the Raiders struggle with the linebackers in coverage. In offensive plays, y'all rank 24th. Time of possession 11, points 24th, yards 11, passing yards 9th, passing touchdowns 19th, rushing yards 13th, rushing touchdowns 18th, red zone touchdowns 18th, overall touchdowns 22nd. Overall, what do I think of the Raiders offense? I would think y'all are not bad. I'm not really a huge fan of Derek Carr, to be honest with you. I think he's an average quarterback. He's definitely shown flashes, but to me, he's a very average quarterback. And I'm just wondering, did y'all bring in Marcus Mariota to put pressure on Derek Carr? Because I know John Gruden tries to play it down, but I think he's a little frustrated sometimes with Derek Carr, because sometimes they go at each other. But I think that's John Gruden's style, that he likes to push his quarterbacks. Defense, I think the defense definitely needs to improve. But y'all do got a lot of players I do like on defense, and I do expect a different defense, a better improved defense, especially with Rob Melinelli coming in. Points 24th, yards 19th, passing yards 25th, passing touchdowns 27th, rushing yards 8th, rushing touchdowns 29th, overall touchdowns 27th, time possession 10th, 24th in sacks. So y'all have a hard time rushing the quarterback. 29th in interceptions, 26th and 4th fumbles. So it's about turnovers and defense. You gotta produce turnovers to get your offense more chances for the football, man. And just some key players to me. Henry Ruggs is a key player. Tyrell Williams, I think, was a good pickup for y'all last year. Hunter Renfrow, man. Hunter Renfrow reminds me of Wes Welker a little bit, man. He knows how to get open, man, and make those key catches. Richie, I think the Raiders also you have one of the best offensive lines to me. Richie Incognito, man, even though his past sometimes, man, with everything, man, I think he's still one of the best guards when he's focused, man. And I'm glad the Raiders gave him a chance. Rodney Hudson, one of the best centers. Gabe Jackson, a good solid right guard. And he got big 6'8" Trent Brown, man, mauling people. So hey, what a signing that he was last year to protect Derek Carr. You got tight end Darren Waller, man. What a recovery story for him, man, and what he's been through. And I'm glad that he's in the league in a positive mindset, because I think he had a drug problem, overcame his drug problem. Like I said, what a story, and was an effective target for Derek Carr. And Josh Jacobs, fan, he was competing for rookie of the year. His rookie year ended short. Not ended short, but I mean, towards the season, I mean, it was cut short. But I think he was very effective, one of the best rookie running backs, if not the best rookie running back in the league. I think he's going to have a big part of the offense again next year. John Gruden. We always talk about John Gruden, passing what he does for quarterbacks, but hey, man, he does a lot for the running backs, man. He likes to run that football. Don't believe it or not. Why do you think guys like Sean McVay, they're not really passing the ball as much as you think they do? Look at Todd Gurley's numbers with Sean McVay. Same with John Gruden. Look at his running backs, man. They're very effective. And then for the defense, that's why I say I don't think y'all defense it's a room for improvement, because y'all do got a lot of players, especially on the defensive line, that I do like. Y'all got Khalil Farrell, who's a former first round pick. You got Malik Collins. You got Max Crosby, who y'all like a lot. Y'all got Jonathan Abram, another first round pick, who's coming off of shoulder surgery. You got Arden King, who I like, Arden Key, that I really like. Y'all got LaMarcus Jordan, got Trayvon Mullen, man. I think this defense could definitely improve. Just another second go around. Let's get a little refreshed, get comfortable with the system. I think the defensive line is gonna improve, and just watch out for the Oakland Raiders, man. I know y'all in the division with the Kansas City Chiefs, and that hey, you're gonna need as much offense as possible to compete with them. And I get that's why y'all went with three wide receivers in the first round. And hey, at the end of the day, y'all gonna have to score points. The defense does need to get better, but I do expect the Oakland Raiders to compete for at least second for this division, man, or even I would even say compete for a playoff spot. But I think the pressure is mostly on Derek Carr, like I said. John Gruden, he's gonna stay. But if Derek Carr can't get it together, man, I think sometimes he's a little average to me. Especially in that division. Hey, you got to think about it. If the Chargers somehow beat y'all for a second with Tyrod Taylor, then do y'all move on? I think so, man. And the Marcus Mariota, he got Brian Tannehill or took his spot. So what do you think he's been there for the Oakland Raiders? I think he's going to get there to compete with somebody like a Derek Carr to motivate him, and that's why I think they brought him in. So Oakland Raider fans, are y'all excited about this season? Let me know, man. I think y'all gonna have a very promising season. Let me know. Share your thoughts. Like, comment, subscribe if you like the video. I'll try to answer back as soon as possible. Thank you for your time. Tone out. Thank you.